So, with a great deal of pride, I invite Dr. Tim Williams to come up here and launch this sensational program.
I'd like to thank the Kerry-Ann Kennelly of the Economic Development World. I'm overwhelmed. I am an ex-refugee from Wales, taken in by the people of Coffs Harbour. That's what I am. I just wanted to say a very short welcome to this extraordinary initiative. When we launched the strategy in December, I will give a sanitised version of what Senator Conroy said, but he was so overwhelmed with the originality, the passion of the council and the team and the partnership with the local community that as he came out of this, he was shocked. And he said, "It's bloody amazing, Tim." And it is bloody amazing what we've just seen, because I think local government internationally, it's the same in Britain, but in Australia, we tend to attack the public sector. We say it's not innovative, it does this, it does that, it doesn't do enough of that. But we have seen local government leadership at its best in this kind of project. And when as a consultant or as an advisor, you hope you drop a little pebble in a pond. What you don't expect is an absolute tsunami of originality and invention to come back at you, to wipe me out, right? So, although I was the original drafter of the strategy, it's, I gotta tell you, acquired an entire existence of its own, and that's what we're celebrating today. Just a few thoughts about what it is. It's a platform for a number of things. It's a platform for engagement and involvement of the community. So it's going to tell community stories rather than just the council stories. But it is also, and I think this is really, really important, one of the things that, it's led from the Economic Development Unit because it's not a fluffy exercise. This is about a core reprofiling of the economic offer of a place that needed to reinvent itself and to reprofile itself and to present itself in a different way to the market, to change the perception of the market, to if you like, modernise tourism, yes, but to go beyond tourism, to offer something new in terms of infrastructure and a kind of welcoming committee for innovation. And I think that's what this is about. And I think it's also about that move from e-government to we government. This is a real experiment in opening out local government to engage with people in a very different way to the past. So hugely commendable, don't you think? Really exciting. The only thing I'm sad about is that you had to go and get those two bloody kangaroo actors again from NIDA. When we know that there are freely available local versions of that famous marsupial. Anyway, I think it's a marsupial. just to say, what we just saw at its best is local government leadership. And it's a kind of modern form of leadership, which is about working with a partnership of people. What we decided in the strategy was that some of the ideas would come from the centre and the local authority would use its resources, but this thing would only really work if there was a kind of digital partnership with local digital champions, not-for-profits, the community, the private sector working together. That's what will make this area different. That is the unique selling point to the rest of Australia. 4 or 5 thoughts to conclude. So I mentioned in the previous contribution, you'd like to see the following in a local authority. So they're going to digitise their services. They're doing that in a fundamental way. You want to see them as an advocate for change. Blimey, we just saw it with bells on. An entrepreneur. This place was building fibre into new developments for the last 10 years and making money for it from the local community. This is a very entrepreneurial place. As a convener, I mean by that bringing people together. A perfect example. As a promoter of the area, couldn't be better. Business support is always a challenge. I mentioned it this morning. I think with this kind of platform, people are really, really enthused to get involved and work together. A partner with the university and TAFE, that is really critical, and we can see that working, and it's going to work very well on this platform. Digital inclusion is a plea. We saw there are 56 different communities in this single community. How do we reach out and embrace so that everybody is online, so we leave no one behind in this digital revolution in this area? And by the way, to talk about this being an intelligent community by 2015, it looks pretty bloody intelligent to me already. And just the last thing, there's a real attempt in this, I think, to reinvent government and to look outward rather than inward. Hugely to be commended, don't you think? The team has done a tremendous job. Jenny's been a real inspiration to all of us in all this, and I know people know that, but it's worth saying that there are individuals and people behind this big social momentum, and it's not just a kind of, it doesn't happen magically from nowhere. There's a real spark of ingenuity and passion in this area, and I commend it. Thank you very much indeed.